I am a fan of the built-in satin stitches on the Husqvarna Viking Epic 3. Hi, I'm Sarah from sewingmastery.com, and we're going through all the free video tutorials on this beautiful machine, plus getting into all the embroidery machine. We do have online courses that are dedicated to the Husqvarna Viking Epic owners, and you can find links to those courses in the description below. Plus, we have free videos that you can watch in those courses to see if that course is right for you. So satin stitches are going to be found in menu C. So navigate over to the C menu, satin and scallop stitches, and in C1, you're going to see the first 3 stitches look like satin stitches. Now, I am also going to point out that when we pick a satin stitch and actually stitch it, this is different than a zigzag. So many times over the years, I've just taken a zigzag and kind of squished it together. And a zigzag, and I'm going to just kind of use this whole screen to kind of point, is just that. It's going to zig and zag, coming down each time it goes from side to side. But a satin stitch on a Husqvarna Viking is going to be, and you're going to notice it if you actually kind of expand this stitch a little longer, is this is going to come across and then down, across and down. And that actually makes for a prettier satin stitch. We do see that there is a narrow size at stitch number 1, a medium size at stitch number 2, and a wide size at stitch number 3. Now, I do like that we can just take the stitch, kind of get into the ballpark, and then come down here and open up the edit stitch where you can adjust the width and fine tune it to exactly the width that you're looking for. Now, the default length is 0.8. Now, that's going to be good for most sewing thread, but if you're using specialty threads, like I love my embroidery thread for satin stitching, it's gorgeous, but you're going to notice there's going to be some gaps in between that across and down feature. So take the time as you're working with your fabric and your stabilizer and kind of fine-tuning the width. You're also going to fine-tune the length. So you might drop it down to 0.6 or less and just see how that actually looks. Notice foot B is your foot of choice, and the reason for it is because it has that little cutout behind. So make sure that if you've got foot A on, that's not the foot that you want. You need the one with kind of the cutout groove, so the satin stitch, the thick stitch, has a place for it to go. Now, better yet, if you haven't already purchased the open toe version of foot B, that would also be a great option. Plus, the room for the dual feed to go in the back will help you for all different types of fabric. So that one allows you to see where you're going, make it so it's easy to maneuver corners or go around curves. But I also want you to explore, look at all these amazing versions of satin edges. So again, you might come in and as you pick a stitch, test it out, but you might find yourself adjusting the width or length depending on what you're actually working with. Also in these areas are going to be your other scallop stitches. Again, work with adjusting for different thread thicknesses to truly get the look that you're after. Okay, so satin stitching, have some fun. Know that these 3 sizes can be adjusted, and those are just ballparks to get you started. I hope you'll check out all of our video tutorials. You'll find a link to the complete playlist right here at the end that you can click on and start watching from the beginning.